You can clearly see 4 hexagonal discs down at the very bottom of this pool.
Okay. There is something at the bottom that I think we need.
No.
Wait.
I refuse.
Yeah,
She'll
Awesome.
edge closer.
Yeah, as will Cedric.
I think you're gonna have to go get it.
yeah, that's awesome. Does anyone have any rope?
I do.
Of course.
I do.
So we might be able to pull people up should anything go wrong,
A
maybe?
ride.
She's already fishing it out of her pack.
Yeah. So is Cedric.
Yeah, I'm thinking this is just a ploy to get Cedric wet, but that's just me.
What? I thought we were throwing the dwarf down there.
Is Cedric keeping his clothes on, or?
Every session. Yes.
It just means that armor. You don't want it to run.
Yeah, that armor's probably just gonna hold you back, Cedric. You might want to.
Oh my
Is
God,
someone
this is
actually
being-
saying that?
Ironically, Hal is stripping off her weapons.
All right, Alistair is. All right.
So yeah, she's unburdening herself as much as she possibly can.
As
Oh
will
man,
Cedric.
it's getting hot in
She
here.
looks unhappy. She's not stripping fully down. She's got her unders on, but she'll take off anything heavy.
Do you swim well?
Tie the rope.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
And then she'll fix Cedric with the look. Coming?
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at Theo and say, I'm not really that strong. If you don't mind helping me.
Cedric will take off.
Yeah, will
Heavy
nod
parts as
obediently.
All right. Cedric starts stripping.
Oh.
It's about time.
Like every session.
It's about time. All you viewers out there, feel free to make some fan art.
I approve.
Let's
I
be
approve.
equal opportunists, both Halisair and Cedric. Let's be equal here.
Absolutely.
Both Halisair and Cedric. Whatever sinks your boat.
I don't like the fact that you said whatever sinks it.
No, we're taking off the thing that's making it sink.
Yes. Okay. So then what happens?
Kenna's gonna grab the rope. Did you tie yourself off, Kevin?
Yeah.
Okay, she's just gonna grab the ends.
Cedric
It's
and
black.
Halisair are both very athletic, let's be honest here. So
Oh.
I'm just going to put it out there that they're very athletic looking
Yeah,
outside of their
okay.
armor. Just a mental note.
Defenders never looked so pretty.
People will
Oh,
also
she
see
makes it
scars
Yeah.
across Cedric's body.
Yes, you will
Okay.
see scars across Cedric's body, and I don't think there's anything specific with Halisair that you would notice out of the ordinary, other than,
No.
of course, their birthmarks.
Yeah.
And that she's gorgeous.
And that she's gorgeous.
She is.
Yes.
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 All right.
She'll know no fear of death. The Maker shall be her beacon and her shield and her foundation and her sword. Let's go.
Okay. Swim checks for anyone who's going into the pool, minus whatever armor penalties that you don't have, since you don't have your armor.
They're nude.
Yeah, welcome.
Okay. So
15.
15
14.
and 14. Okay. With that, you guys will be able to submerge, and the water here is clear. There doesn't seem to be anything odd in the water. You make your way down into the deep. It's probably about, I'd say, 15 feet deep pool. And you successfully manage to collect the 4 discs without a hitch.
Yay!
Yay!
So far, so good. And the discs look like, surprise, surprise, they look like that.
Lovely. Alright, so she'll get herself out of the water, hand over the icons, and start redressing.
Theo's going to linger a little bit before kind of awkwardly taking the badge and going over here to put on the fish. Is it the fish one? The one near Theo?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. Yeah? Okay.
Oh, the one by Theo looks like the eel-looking thing.
Okay, so he's grabbed the eel-looking thing to place on then.
All right, you have control of the you all have control of the discs, so you can move them. You can move the discs wherever you want. Right now, Theo, however, is directly in front of the eel one, so if he has the eel thing, he can place the disc if he'd like.
Like that?
Well, are you placing it in the compartment?
Yeah, okay, that's what I was supposed to.
Yeah, you can place it on the compartment. Okay, once you place it on the compartment there, as soon as you place it, you feel this rush of energy that zaps you with a rush of cold, and you take only 1 point of penetrating cold damage, and then the tile pops off. Like it fit, you got a rush of cold energy, and then it pops off.
Okay.
Hallie will try the one near her.
Okay.
If the timing is appropriate.
Which is the whale, so go ahead and place it however you see fit onto the compartment.
Go that way and do that.
Okay, you do that. You place it in that position, and it clicks and remains.
Okay.
Got it.
I moved the lobster.
Yeah.
You move the lobster. The lobster clicks in place.
And I was gonna try and put the fishy in.
Yeah, you can put the fishy in. It clicks.
Okay.
Did we notice that Theo failed?
I think you all did. You probably all did.
Okay. Do you want help?
No, I got it. And he's stumbling a little bit. He notices Andrea walking over to him, kind of raises an eyebrow. Does it look like I'm not handling this?
No, actually, you seem to be the cleverest of all of us, considering all that you've done so far.
He's still very suspicious. This does not help.
The eel's face, seems to be rotating in an increment, don't you think? And she's saying that quiet, so only Theobin can hear.
Theobin can roll an intelligence roll. Go ahead and roll.
That's the annoying thing. I think Theo would have got it, but I suck at this stuff.
That's fine. Roll a cunning. You're not Theo, so at that point you can roll a cunning and see if Theo can figure it out. Go ahead. Okay.
Ooh.
So Theo notices that you can rotate the disc, and that might matter. And if you look at the eel, you realize that if it rotates 3 times, like around the octagon, you can see that it rotates around 3 increments each time as you go down the column. Do you see that, Hannah? Are you able to see that visually? So if it turns 3 more increments.
Okay.
3 more increments.
Right. Okay. So it would be like that.
Mm-hmm. And then if you place it, it clicks.
Yeah.
And then as soon as that happens, the entire room starts to shake. The pool starts to bubble up.
Oh no.
And rising up from the pool on a pedestal like roses up, is another box.
Oh. Okay.
Whew, yeah, I was like, oh man, I'm right there.
I was scared. A box in the middle of the pool. Great.
Cedric can go get it.
Ah.
You don't have to remove your armor to get this one.
No,
Okay.
let him do his thing.
Oh no.
He totally has to be nude for this to work.
Kevin,
Make it
this is
so,
what you
Angel.
get for picking a character that's so pretty.
Do I have to
Alright.
roll a swim check or?
No, well, yeah, go ahead. Just don't fail. Just don't botch, basically. Otherwise, okay. I was gonna say if you botch, then somebody has to give you mouth-to-mouth resuscitation.
I still
Darn.
have that.
That's a total party kill.
All right. So you're able to retrieve the box, dripping wet.
Oh.
I had to add that in.
Heavens.
So he's gonna swim across, like he's gonna grab the box, and
Mm-hmm.
since he knows that this is the water, he's gonna swim across to
Ooh.
the mage,
Okay.
and without opening it, just hand her the box.
Thank you. And she'll open it.
Okay. There are two things in here again. One is a lesser stamina potion, which does not exist in the book. So what a stamina potion is that if you you can drink it as a minor action, and that means you get a storage of 6 stunt points.
Wow.
Oh,
6 stunt points that you can use at any point during combat. And but it's one of those things where you have to spend those 6 points at some point during the combat, or you lose.
Right.
Use it or lose it, basically.
For just that round or the whole encounter?
For the whole encounter.
Okay.
For the whole encounter, and you can divvy it up. Like if you say, I'm going to use 3 of my stunt points for this, or I'm going to use 2 of my stunt points, or even if you do stunt, and you say, okay, I only got 2 stunt points, but I'll use my reservoir to add another 4. You
That's
can
cool.
do that, but
That's nice.
you can never exceed 6. You can never exceed 6 stunt points. Okay.
All right. Well, I'm holding the box. I'll reach for the piece, and I'll hand Cedric the box because he saved me from drowning. So.
no. Thank you.
You're
Mage.
welcome. Thank you for not letting me drown. That was very nice. I appreciate it.
And of course, the other thing in the box is the wedge with the water symbol in it. You will take that, and the entire pool turns into a portal. The entire pool itself.
Leap.
Yep.
You will leap, and before you hit the water, you will disappear.
Yep.
And
Yep.
end up back in the chamber.
Yay.
Oh goodness.
Well,
Next.
I'm a little wary about going into the fire one. That kind of scares me.
Then we'll do that one last.
All right.
All right, you guys end up going in there. And you will end up in this chamber. So it is a hexagonal room. There appears to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pillars at the edges of each of these rooms. And it seems like on each room there is a key on each of the pillars. Directly underneath the center of the room, which Cedric is actually standing on top of, appears to be a slab of stone with 3 keyholes in it. And as soon as you appear in this room, the pillars start to glow yellow, and I want everyone now to roll initiative.
Oh goodness. Goody gumdrops.
Ending order. Alright, so Kenna gets to go first.
Okay, she's gonna turn to the group and say, should we go for the keys?
Seems to be the only thing to do.
Alright.
There were 3 keys, right? Yeah.
There's 3 keyholes in the center, and then there's keys on the pillars. Alright, she's gonna go for this one.
Okay. So you'll be able to take, for the whole turn, you can move up to it and grab the key, and that's all you'll be able to do, because the key's kind of attached securely onto the pillar.
Okay.
During the pillar's turn, I'm going to roll 3d6, and that will determine which of the pillars randomly will react. So it looks like 1, 3, and 4, which means that... Let me get a... here. 1, 2... So 1 and 3 zap, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that. So a bolt of electricity shoots out. You see how that's saying? So
Yep.
if you go around clockwise, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I rolled 3 6s so I know which 3 pillars react, and all 3 of them shoot. Which means everyone in that line, so Halasair and
Cedric.
Andrea and Cedric will get zapped by this.
Yeah.
You will be able to make a reflex save to get half of the damage. Because Andrea is a Canary, she gets a -1 because she's susceptible to magic. Theoben, because you're a dwarf, you get +2 because you get your defense. You're more defensible against magic. Just so you know, everybody else is just straight up reflex. It's acrobatics. Excuse me, acrobatics. The DC is 11.
Strength or Dex? I don't remember.
Yeah, I think it'd be Dex.
It's Dex.
Dex.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, Dex.
So
Now I
just-
rolled really low, so. You're trying to beat an 11.
Yeah, I didn't.
If you get an 11, then you only take 1 point of penetrating electricity damage. Otherwise, you take 2 points of penetrating electricity damage.
Okay.
If we got an 11 or higher, we only take 1 point.
If you got an 11 or higher, you take 1 point.
Okay.
Now so there's a field of electricity there, and it's like a wall of electricity. So if you pass through it, you're gonna take damage. So if you personally physically pass through it, you'll take damage. Just so you know.
Okay.
So now that the pillars are done, it is now Cedric's turn.
All right. So can I move to?
Yes, you can.
Okay. And I'll grab that key.
Okay. That's all you can do for this turn. We move on to Halasair.
Okay. Are we assuming that we have rolled out of the way like that? Like,
Excuse me. I think the initiative is slightly out of order because Theo got a 13 on his initiative.
Oh, sorry.
Right. Totally right.
You're right. Somehow it got out of order. I don't know how that happened. Sorry. Okay, I think it's fixed now. So sorry, Theo goes first.
Totally.
So I didn't catch that. There's 3 keys.
There are
What?
3 keyholes. There are 3 keyholes in the slab of cement at the center, a slab of stone in the center of the room, but all 6 of the pillars has a key.
Okay.
So there's 6 keys total, but 3 keyholes.
Right, okay. So Theo's gonna go to the one closest to him and try and grab that one.
So Theo gets that one.
You got this, Theo.
All right, and then we're up to Halasair.
Okay. So same question. When she successfully dodged out of the way, is it safe to assume she dodged downward like so?
You dodge, but I'll let you move. That'll be part of your move
Gotcha.
action for this turn.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's move 2. If you go that way, it's a move 2.
Right. So we've got Theo taking care of that one. All right. I am gonna move downward and basically just, I guess, ready as much as I can so that
Okay.
once this stops going, if it does stop going, she can then try to get that key.
Okay. Andrea,
Yeah, I'd like to move out of the electricity
go ahead, move
and
yourself.
put heroism on myself.
Okay. And again, because you've had a short rest, you reset all of your
All of them?
abilities.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
In between, I'm assuming you've been having short rests between encounters.
Okay.
So the only time you don't have a short rest is if like you're under duress the whole time in between, which you haven't been under duress.
okay.
So Kenna, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna move through the electricity to the pedestal.
Okay. So you will take 5 points of penetrating electricity damage.
Okay. And then I'm gonna put a key in one of the holes, the first hole.
The first hole. Okay. The first hole to the left. You try to do that, and it doesn't click.
Can I try any other ones, or is that my turn?
That'll be your turn.
Okay.
The pillars go. Alright, so instead of these, I'm going to roll 3d6 again. 3, 3, 2. There's a repeat, so I'm going to roll another 3d6. Another 1d6, I mean. 1. 1, 3, 2. So that is 1. That's this. Okay, so it still hits Kenna.
Oh no.
Kenna takes another 3 points of penetrating electricity damage. And then we're up to Cedric.
Okay. Cedric's gonna move over and
Okay.
try to put the key in the center one.
Put the key in the center one, it doesn't click.
Okay.
Theobin, you're up.
Yeah, same. Theo's gonna get back to the pillar. And where are the keyholes? Like, are they?
There's-
Cedric.
They're from left to right. So left, center, right. Left, center, right. Left, right.
Right. So in order to be able to test any of the keyholes, he'd have to move, say, there.
Yeah, if you want, yes, you can.
Okay.
But even from there, as long as you're adjacent, you can use any keyhole. You can do any keyhole you want.
Okay. I'll
Any
give him
keyhole you
that. Okay. And he'll try putting the key in the center one.
The center one, it doesn't click.
Okay.
Palisaire, you're up.
Alright, well, she is gonna go ahead and grab the key from this one.
Mm-hmm.
And she's going to examine that key.
Okay. Roll a seeing.
Perception.
Or unless you have something else that you think might. Engineering, maybe. I don't know if you have anything specific.
No. No.
You don't learn anything just by looking at that key. Not to say that you can't learn something by looking at the key, but
Right.
currently you can't.
Okay.
All right, Andrea, you're next.
All right, I'm gonna put heroism on Kenna, and I'm gonna heal her too.
Okay.
Aw.
You have healing. You have the healing spell.
I do. I took it.
Go ahead.
I took
Okay.
it because I thought I'd be near Hugh and I could heal his leg.
Okay.
I'm gonna spend 2 mana on it.
Okay. So I think that's 2d. Is that 2d6?
That's 2d6.
Oh,
2d6.
So,
All right, 8 hit points healed back to Kenna.
Yay!
Very nice.
Kenna, you're up.
Okay, well, I'm gonna try. Would I know to look at? I don't know. I feel like I'm just trying to hurry and get the keys in, so I don't think I would look.
You probably, yeah, that's what you've been doing. So
Yeah.
You
I'm
started
gonna
with
go.
the left, right?
I'm gonna try the center lock.
You put it in the center lock. It clicks.
Awesome.
It
Nice.
clicks.
Yay!
And once it clicks, you can't remove the key. Like as long as you turned it in the lock, it stays unless you unlock it or you relock it. If you want to relock it, you can and pull the key out. But once you unlock it, it stays inside.
I'm just gonna
That's
keep it
locked.
there for now.
Okay. And then if you want to move, you may. If you want to move.
No, because the pillars are after me, so I'll stay. Unless I take
Okay.
more damage.
Yeah, I mean you don't know it's random, so you have no
Okay.
idea.
No,
so
no.
if you want to stay there, you'll stay there. All right.
Okay.
Lightning can't strike in the same spot twice, right?
No.
No.
Nice.
3d6. 1, 2, and 3 again.
I think you jinxed that, Hark.
Yeah.
So it actually does hit Kenna. It just grazes Kenna, but it does hit her. That's considered a hit.
Okay. How much was the temporary hit points?
5.
Okay.
5 temporary. So that depletes first. You take 3 points of penetrating electricity damage.
Does she get a reflex save still,
Okay.
or?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. This entire time. Sorry, if you've gotten hit.
Yeah.
If you've gotten hit, I'm sorry. You do get a acrobatics check. I'm sorry. Thank you for
You're fine.
reminding me. Go ahead and roll an acrobatics,
Okay.
Kenna. The DC is 11.
It's 12.
Nice.
12. Okay, so the one that you had before, I think you only took half.
Well, I walked into that one.
Oh, you walked into
Yeah.
so you can't. Yeah, if you walk into it, you can't matrix your way out of the way.
Yeah.
So you only took so it's rounded down, so you only took 1 point of penetrating damage.
Okay.
1 point of penetrating electricity damage. Thank you for reminding me.
Mhm.
Okay, Cedric, you're up.
Cedric's gonna try the left keyhole.
Left keyhole does not click.
Yeah.
Theoben, you're next.
Theoben's gonna try the left keyhole.
Left keyhole does not click. Halacer,
She'll approach and she'll keep looking at the key.
roll another scene.
Do better. Good.
Okay. You believe that this key should work on one of the keyholes. You don't know which one.
Am I able to try one, or is that for next turn?
Because you didn't do so well with the previous studying, I'm going to say no. You have to
Okay.
wait till your next turn.
Sounds good.
Andrea, you're up.
How's everyone look?
I'm good. I'm good.
Was
Fine.
I'm just gonna.
Decent, but it's okay. He's okay.
Cedric always looks decent. I'm gonna take some damage and try and get this key.
Okay. Then you will take 3 points of penetrating electricity damage.
No problem.
Okay. And then you can grab that key.
Got it.
Mm-hmm. All right. Next is Kenna.
I'm going to go for the third key.
Okay.
Can I acrobat my way around Halacer?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Yeah, you can try that to dodge the electricity. I'll let you do that.
Okay.
Roll 11 is the DC.
All right. 14.
Yep. You manage. So you can grab the key there.
Okay.
Nice.
The pillars. Let's see what they do this time. 3d6. 1, 3, 1. I have a repeat. 4. 1, 3, 4. So that is 1, 3, 4. So that hits Kenna, Halacer, and Andrea. You can roll your reflex.
Nice.
Roll a reflex. If you
Nice.
get an 11 or higher, then you only take 1 point of electricity damage. Otherwise, you take 3 points of penetrating electricity damage. Looks like everybody
Okay.
dodged. So you only take 1 point of penetrating electricity.
Okay.
Back to Cedric.
All right, let's try the right keyhole.
All right. You try the right keyhole. It does not click.
Ugh. Wait, there's 3 keyholes, right?
Yep.
So I'm just gonna take a random action and throw the key.
Yep. You can throw the key out. It didn't seem to do anything.
This
Theo,
one's
you're up.
useless.
He's gonna try the right.
The right one
Yeah.
doesn't click.
Yeah, then he's gonna throw away the key as well.
Okay. Halacer, you're up.
Both have frustration on their face.
Is there? I'm
Just
right
two
next.
guys getting frustrated over keys.
What the heck?
Quitters. Is there any indication as to which keyhole is the correct keyhole for my key?
I will allow you to do a seeing as a minor action. Go
Thank
ahead.
you. There we
14.
go.
You believe that one belongs to the right keyhole.
Let's do it. Click.
It clicks.
Yeah.
When you click it, the pillars start to glow brighter, as if that it's getting more power, which means that its attacks are more deadly.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Yay! You did
Andrea,
you did a good thing.
yeah, Andrea, you're up.
Yeah, I'm gonna slip here and try and put my key in the last hole.
All right. When you do, it does click, and then the pillars stop firing their electricity, and then the slab opens up, and there's another box in there.
There you go, Cedric. Box for you.
Guess Cedric will take the box and then open it.
You open the box. There is another lesser healing potion, as well as another wedge with the air symbol on it.
All right, he'll touch the symbol.
He'll touch the symbol, and a portal in the center square will appear. A yellow portal in the center square will appear. I hope people are keeping track of who has all these potions.
Yeah, I'm writing them down.
Okay.
Cedric will go through.
Okay. If
Ditto.
everybody goes through, you will end up in the next room.
Could I collect
Surprise!
All right. One
before I
left.
jump through?
Do you folks
Theo-
mind if I
say
just
Theo's
chill
just
out
kind
for
of
a minute?
Wait, what's happening?
Well,
What's
well-
happening?
Do you mind if I just chill out for just a minute before we jump into this portal? I'd appreciate it.
You alright?
I feel like this might be a dangerous one. Just saying, and I'd like to cast something on myself before I throw myself into a lot of danger. If it's cool with you.
It's fine
Theo,
by me.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm gonna take a minute and cast rock armor.
Nice. Good idea.
Yes.
So
Okay.
I'm a little worried about the fire. So
Probably wise.
Okay.
okay.
She's taking the opportunity to look over everyone, make sure they're okay.
Okay.
Would the temporary hit points from heroism carry over, or is that?
No.
It goes away. It goes away.
It goes
after
away.
a fight.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah, but everybody recharges. You're taking a short rest right now, so everybody's normal points recharges again.
Yeah.
If you want to use them.
Theo, just before everyone moves, Theo's going to approach the group of three here and just say, sorry, in my haste, I didn't catch any of your names.
Oh,
Palisair. Hand extended.
Theo takes the hand.
Shake. Good handshake.
It's a very businessman-like handshake, very efficient, very two shakes. That's it.
yes, of
Sounds
course.
good.
I'm Andrea Stormbringer.
Stormbringer. That's a unique name.
Yeah. My fans gave it to me. It just kind of scratches it.
My fans gave it to me.
He puts his hand out towards her and says, I believe I'm a fan of yours as well, Andrea.
Well, thank you.
And then he looks over to Kenna.
I'm Kenna.
The one
And then
with
she walks
the...
away.
I'd like to take the time to tell the viewers, place your bets right now in the comments section. Who you think is going to end up getting shipped with who? Because I have no idea. But whoever you think is getting shipped with who, put them in the comment section now.
Yeah, we definitely don't talk about this stuff, do we?
No, we never ship. We never ship. Oh man.
That would just be
What
wrong.
Yeah.
Totally.
What else is happening? I see Kenna has walked over to Cedric.
Yeah, I just said my name and then I walked away.
Theo's kind of like, he takes that quite gracefully. All right. And he joins Cedric and Kenna over at the next portal.
She will linger until Andrea is ready.
Okay, and once I am, I'll walk over.
Alright. Take heart, my friends. Trust in the Maker. For you who trust in the Maker, fire will be your water. As the moth sees light and goes towards the flame, see the fire, go towards light.
I'm gonna raise an eyebrow because this is another Halisair who just randomly chants out prayers,
But you know, it's not about chocolate, so it couldn't be.
no,
Yeah, you guys haven't. Yeah, because the two of you haven't recognized each other yet.
no. So it's just like weird how common it is.
As soon as you get together again, a portal opens up. Everybody always saves fire for last. They are always so scared of fire.
It's because it's scary.
It burns.
Dun,
Yes, I am.
dun.
I'd rather walk through light or water or any of these other things than fire.
Okay, so let's explain what's here.
Oh,
So
jeez.
you basically are on a raised stone platform and surrounded by lava.
Magma.
So that's bad. There are also 6 alcoves. I think that's what they're called. 6 alcoves, as you can see here.
Okay.
And then straight ahead of you appears to be another metal slab-looking thing, slightly raised, like about up to your knees, slightly raised slab. And directly behind it is a dragon statue-looking thing.
Hmm.
Oh, jeez.
I have some thoughts, but I don't think
Yes.
Andrea does.
So do I, but I don't think Cedric does that.
Yeah.
Pretty
Yeah,
sure I
did
do. I'm a little nervous now. Yeah.
Can these alcoves, like, can we fit on them, or are they just...
Yeah, you can fit inside of them, but only one person
Okay.
can fit into an alcove each. Only one.
I'm gonna go in that one, and is there anything inside of it?
No, doesn't look like anything's inside of it.
She'll poke her head out. It's empty.
Sorry.
Is there a kind of cunning check that I can make to kind of work out what we need to do?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Bad feeling about this.
Mm-hmm.
16.
16. All right. So you believe, just like all of the other rooms, this is some sort of trial/puzzle.
Yay.
You have a very big feeling that it probably will get triggered if you get close to something specific in this room. That dragon is the most unique thing in this room. So you believe if you get close within the dragon, the trial will begin. And you believe the alcoves are a part of this trial as well.
Okay.
Right. So Theo would say, I suspect that this is, like the others, some sort of puzzle, riddle, what have you. I suspect this would be triggered by approaching that over the 8 points towards the dragon. And I think these alcoves have something to do with it.
And if you examine the alcoves, something might turn up, maybe, but that's just a theory. It's only a theory.
A game.
A game.
Love you, Matt Pat.
Yeah.
I love Matt Pat. Matt Pat is just adorable. He's a cutie pie. I love him.
Yeah, absolutely.
So is his wife, Steph.
Yes. Yes.
Sorry, just geeked out.
Keep out. I think that's a drink for me. Okay.
But he bop bop.
So what happens? What's happening?
Well, Halaster, you're in front, and you've got
Yes.
the shield,
Exactly.
so I'll follow you.
Perhaps- Good. I have a feeling that maybe 2 of you should take the alcoves behind us, and I'll move forward.
Okay, I'll go on this one.
Okay.
She looks expectantly at the others.
Makes sense for Theo to go in that one.
Mm-hmm.
She will look at Andrea. I don't suppose you have anything to help with fire.
I can make fire, but no.
All right.
Not particularly.
Will you be all right, or should you stay behind?
I'd like to be relatively close to the middle of the group, so I might be able to
Alright.
heal effectively.
All right. I'll take us towards the middle. You take one of the alcoves.
Very well.
You're with me, warrior.
Push
And-
forward.
Yep. And she's basically going to bring it to around here to allow Andrea a moment to duck and cover if she needs to.
Sure.
Shield is out. She's moving slowly, carefully.
I'll duck into that one.
We're good so far?
Yep.
Yep, you're good so far.
All right. She will continue forward
Mm-hmm.
about there. Just
Okay.
she's going to start taking it a little more carefully now.
Now I'm gonna stop you.
Okay.
So both Cedric and you were here as soon as you stepped onto that square.
Perfect.
So at that point, just like the pillars, something seems to be generating energy again, and I need everybody to roll initiative.
Sure.
The trap will go, the trial will go first. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna roll a 1d2. It's a 1. So that means the first thing that happens is this big stream of fire comes out from the dragon,
Yeah,
no.
it does.
dealing everyone in that room, in that hallway, this is penetrating fire damage. Surprise, surprise. However, you both can make an acrobatics or traps roll for DC is 13 to take half the damage.
Sweet.
We're fine.
So you only take 1 point of fire damage as you dodge the flames. And now we're going to go to the top of the initiative order. So Cedric, you get to go first.
All right. Well, Cedric's gonna move up and then
Okay?
get out of the fire.
Okay. Theoben?
Can I examine the alcove I'm in?
Yes.
See if there's anything of interest?
Yes, examine the alcove.
Is that perception?
I will say search. Perception. Search perception.
Oh gosh.
14.
14. Alright, in the alcove you see a glowing red gem of some sort. It wasn't there before, but it materialized as soon as the dragon started breathing fire. You believe that if, and only Theoben knows this, you believe that if you were to destroy that crystal, that might help pass through the trial. If you destroy the crystal.
Okay. Is there anything in the alcove that can assist with destroying it that you could crush against it? Yeah, a rock or something.
That will require a separate search check on your turn. However, you can talk or yell out as a free action if you'd like. For 6 seconds, if you'd like.
Okay. He's gonna try to raise his voice over the sound of fire coming out to say, guys, look for a red crystal!
Okay? And then Halaser, you're up.
Let's go instinct. She will back it up and duck into an alcove.
Okay.
Good
Andrea?
instincts.
I'm going to kind of look out and try and put heroism on Halisat.
Okay.
You're welcome. I've got 5 magic, so I can hit all 5 of us.
And then, if you're not doing anything else, I'm gonna roll another 1d. Oh, are you doing something else?
I would like to look for the.
Roll a search, please.
Okay, this is gonna be bad because I've got a negative to my perception.
Mhm.
Wait,
Oh dear.
You're not able to find anything.
I don't see a
One-
red crystal.
1d2. Alright, since I rolled a 2.
Sorry, Theo was just going to keep call back. Keep looking.
Okay.
So, because I rolled a 2 instead of a 1,
Uh-oh.
the flames stop. So, the flames stop. Instead, I'm gonna roll a 4d6. 3, 3, 1, 5. There's a repeat. 1, 3, 4, 5.
Oh no.
So,
Oh, no.
1
Oh no.
on Kenna. 1, 3. 4. And 5. So, Kenna, Cedric, and Theobin. You will now take 4 points of penetrating fire damage, which you cannot dodge, because it just fills up the entire alcove. 4 points of penetrating fire damage.
Okay.
That is the end of the trial. I mean, that's the end of that round, so back to Kenna.
Are we on fire or anything, or are we just singed?
Well, you're singed, but the fire remains in that alcove, so you have to leave. You have to leave the alcove unless you want to take your chances. So it's up to you if you want to stay or move.
No, I'll
I was
move
thinking that
this
too.
way.
That song.
And am I close enough that I could still look inside to see if there was a crystal in there?
Yeah, it'll be harder though. The DC will be
Okay.
a lot more. You can try to look through, but it'll be harder. But you can search.
Okay.
No, you won't be able to
14.
see it through the fire. That'll be too low. Cedric, you're up.
Okay, that's it.
I'm going to step out and do the same thing.
Okay, search. No. And then Theobin.
Yeah. So can he crush the crystal and then rush out?
Yes, you can. What are
Okay.
you using to crush it? Do you have anything blunt on you?
Oh, that's a good question. Let me
Like
have a
a
look.
hammer, or
Don't you have a short sword? Couldn't you use the blunt? end
Oh,
of
I do. I do have a short sword. Thank you.
yep, it won't be as effective, but you can try it.
Yeah. Let me just check my inventory to make sure I don't have something more suitable.
Yeah. You can try to pierce it, but it also won't be as effective if you pierce it. It's more of a blunt crushing. So like a mace or a hammer. Or a morning star, I think. But
Or a
anyway.
gauntlet. Yeah. I'm gonna punch it.
No. I guess he'll have to use a short sword.
Okay,
I don't think he has anything.
that's fine. Roll an attack roll with the short sword. Subtract 2. That will hit. Roll for damage with the short sword. 6. Okay. You hit it with the flat of the blade. It seems to crack, but it doesn't completely shatter. But you believe you...
Okay.
I mean, it's working, just didn't fully damage it completely.
Okay. So before he rushes out, would he be able to like stick it in his pocket, take it with him?
No, it's like attached to the wall.
Oh, it's attached
It's
to the wall.
It's
Okay.
attached to the wall.
Okay, so it's semi-broken,
Yeah.
but it's still intact.
It's
Okay.
still intact. So
Alright.
you can stay in the room or you can leave the alcove. Stay in the alcove or leave the alcove at this point.
Does he take more damage? If is he in pain right now? Like, is the fire
Well,
attacking him?
You believe that if you remain in the alcove, you will only get damaged if on the trial's next turn it actually rolls and ends up maintaining the fire there. Does that make sense? Just like in the electricity.
So the fire's kind of come up, done its damage, and then simmered back down
Yes,
again.
it's done its damage, so it won't do damage to you until the next turn. And that's only if it rolls in a way that it ends up in there. So
Okay.
it's up to you to decide how you
so
want to play that.
Yeah, okay. If it's not threatening him right that instant, then he's going to stay to destroy the crystal.
Okay. Okay, Alistair, you're up.
Okay. Is there a gem in my alcove as well?
Did you do a search?
I have not yet.
Go right ahead.
I shall do so.
It'll be easier because there's no flames in there.
Yes.
You will see a gem like in the wall that you will have to crush, hopefully with a blunt object if you have one.
Shield bash?
Yes, you can use your shield.
Yeah.
Oh yes, go ahead. Yes, you can.
All right. Do you want me to just do a basic attack, or do you want me to do like an improvised weapon?
Basic attack.
Okay.
I'll let you use a basic attack for that.
Thank you. That'll be a 14 as well.
Roll a damage.
Yeah. That I hit well with.
11 points of damage.
Yep.
You slam your shield right up against the crystal, and it shatters.
Ha!
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you do next?
I'm gonna chill out and stay where I am.
Okay. Andrea, you're next.
Okay, yeah, oops. Minimize that. Yeah, I'm gonna peek out and hit heroism on Cedric.
Okay.
He's been hit quite a bit today.
Yeah.
Cedric, you feel some magical energy boosting your health. So you take some more
So dirty!
It feels uncomfortable, but
uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable, but oh so good.
Andrea,
Then I'm
roll a magic roll for me.
Oh, sure.
All right. As you peek out, Andrea, you look at the dragon thing, and that definitely again piques your curiosity. You have a feeling that destroying this dragon statue itself could also help with the trial. I'll bet it will be more difficult to destroy than destroying the crystals. But with the 19, you believe that you could do either or. Either destroy the dragon or destroy all 6 crystals. Destroying the dragon itself has more hit points and more defense than the 6 crystals do.
Well, I don't know. I can't find the crystals, so I'm gonna say, we can kill the dragon, and I'm gonna shoot an arcane lance at it.
All right,
Yeah.
Nice.
go ahead. Shoot an arcane lance at it.
Yeah.
Roll your attack roll. 16, that will hit. Roll for damage. 11, okay. 11. And that is now the trial's turn. So I'm gonna roll a 1d2. See what happens. It's a 1. So everyone in the hallway, the fires are now gone from the alcove, but the dragon now breathes fire. So Cedric and Kenna, the fire is raging hotter than it was before. So you can roll a reflex save, which is a DC of 13. Cedric fails, so Cedric takes 6 points of penetrating fire damage. Kenna only takes 3 points of penetrating fire damage. Fortunately for Cedric, he just got a boost of health from Andrea.
Yep.
Kenna, you're up.
I'm gonna rush into the alcove and search for the crystal.
Go ahead. Mhm. 11.
11.
Not enough. Not enough.
Okay.
Cedric, you're up.
Cedric's gonna move up to the dragon. Can you do that?
Just
Yeah.
the warrior. Encounter. Yes, you can move up to the dragon. You can try to hit it with. If you have a blunt object, that would be better, but a piercing weapon will do.
He does not. So
Okay, then pierce it. 19 will hit. Roll for damage. 11.
I had a question.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Did Halaser, she destroyed her crystal?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Theobin, you're up.
Yeah, sorry.
You're.
Yeah,
Yes.
my turn. Chris. Okay, so he's gonna take another shot at the crystal.
Go ahead.
Okay, so it's an attack roll.
An attack roll, subtract 2.
Subtract 2. Okay.
Alright,
Right.
so you attempt to strike it with the flat of your blade, but you don't quite manage to impact it in the right way to try to crush it.
Okay.
So, back to Halaser.
Okay. I would love to help him out with that dragon, but it works when he's behind me, but I don't have the reach he does. So,
Correct.
This gem here still needs to be destroyed, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes, it does.
Alright. Halaser, do a barrel roll!
Roll an acrobatics. I'll let you do an acrobatics.
Thank you. Yeah, she doesn't. She has no specialization.
Okay.
That's a 12.
That's a 12. Alright, you needed a 13.
Okay.
So instead you take 6 fire damage.
Okay,
As-
so that kills my spell and removes that by 1.
Okay?
Okay, we are good.
But I will let you make an attack roll. Well, you have to find the crystal,
Okay,
actually.
Let's-
So you can't attack the crystal yet. You have to find it.
perception again?
Yep.
Sweet. 12.
The 12 will work. The 12 will be able to let you see the crystal.
Okay.
So you can attack in the next turn. Andrea, you're up.
Okay. Can I use my hero points on people I can't see?
No, they have
so
to be within
I
sight.
can't see anyone.
The fire is kind of blocking your view,
Alright.
unfortunately.
Well, I'll point my wand out and do another one. Just attack.
Okay. Alright. That will miss. And there's a 50% chance that you'll get hit by the fire. Okay. You're fine.
Okay.
You're fine. But your lance unfortunately does not strike the target.
Okay.
The trial's next. 1d2. Alright, 1. So the fire remains. Cedric takes another 1d6. Now it's getting progressively hotter. So, Cedric, you can roll a acrobatics. Otherwise, you're going to take a full-on 8 points of damage. 17. Okay, you only take 4 points of fire damage. Kenna, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna look for this damn crystal again.
Yeah.
12.
Yes, you see it. You can strike it with a weapon of some sort. What are you using?
Let's see. I've got I don't know if this would work, but I have like an adventuring spike that you use to put into the mountains. Is that
Into the
or
what?
that you would
Into the what?
use to like put into a mountain to hold your place? It's like a spike.
Climbing spike.
Yeah, a climbing spike.
That's creative. I'll let you use that. Roll as if you were to use your staff. Roll an attack roll as if you were using your staff.
Okay.
I'll let you use that. 9. That's unfortunately not enough for you to penetrate through the crystal.
Okay.
Cedric, you're up.
What does drinking a potion do? What is that a minor action? Or
I think that's a minor. I feel like that's taking it out and drinking it. I think is a minor action, which means you still get
an attack.
An attack roll. A major action.
I think I'm going to take out that.
The stamina? Or
Yeah,
the healing?
the stamina one.
All right, so you take the stamina one. So now you have 6 stunt points in reserve that you can use
That's sweet.
Quick,
anytime during this encounter.
quick question too. Can I use the knock prone on the statue, or is that just is that
yes.
too? Okay.
That wouldn't work. That
Okay.
won't work on the
All
statue.
right. Just thought I'd give it a shot. He's gonna do lethal blow, or
Okay.
if he hits it, I'm assuming.
If he hits it, yeah,
16.
that'll hit.
Okay.
Use your lethal blow.
So that adds a 2d6 to my damage.
Yep.
22.
22. Oh my gosh.
Go,
Nice.
Cedric.
Awesome. Yeah.
He was
Well,
angry.
well, Cedric, give us a cinematic of how you crushed the dragon. You crushed the beast.
Done.
Good job, Cedric.
So Cedric
Heroically.
sees where the flame is coming out of, and he uses the tip of his halberd to stab it right, and I'm guessing its mouth is where it's coming out of.
Mm-hmm.
And then he'll thrust up like he did with the ooze, and it'll shatter the top portion of the stone.
Nice.
Love it.
Shame none of us saw that.
The mechanism stops, and as soon as that happens, the slab underneath you starts to slide over and shows another box.
Okay.
Theo's gonna shout, "Is it over?"
I believe so. I have the box here, and he'll reach down and pick up the box and walk
Okay,
over to Alistair.
He'll put his short sword away and steadily step out.
Yes.
And towards
breathing
him.
weapon too.
How is everybody?
You did very well. Good job.
He's really charred.
Cedric's
He's
pretty
really
charred.
charmed.
Yeah.
Cedric, I know
Are
you're
his
not
clothes still there?
a fan of magic, but I could help you if you'd like.
Let's get out of this place first. I'm not a fan.
Like I said, I understand. I won't force it on you. Anyone else?
Yeah, Theo's gonna tap her on the shoulder and go, I could use a if you don't mind.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Cedric's gonna
Let us-
hand Alistair the box.
I'm just for it was a bad roll.
Every move helps.
Let's tend to wounds once we're someplace a little cooler. And she'll
agree.
open the box.
You open the box, and there is another stamina potion, a lesser stamina potion, as well as the final wedge.
She will take both.
Okay? And then a portal will appear on the far west side of the room.
She gestures to those first in line to invite them along.
Okay. So if you guys all go in, you will finally end up back to where this whole thing started.
All right.
Ugh. Well, that's all of
that-
it, I believe.
Yeah, did that do anything? Like, is there any change at all?
There doesn't seem to be any change.
What if we put our things together?
I suggest we rest first, see what we need to do. We know that there's been no attacks here so far, so tend to
That's a
those
good
you need to
idea.
tend to. I'll stand guard.
Very good.
Yeah, so even though you can't really tell, a good amount of time has passed, and it is sort of like if you were back in the real world, it's nighttime, like it's getting late. So it's up to you what you do from here. It is late.
Well, I can tend to wounded, but if anyone needs healing, do that.
I wouldn't mind.
Sure.
I'm like
If you have
tapped
anything
out.
left after the others, I wouldn't mind help.
Sure. I have plenty, so it's just. There's Kenna.
Ooh, nice.
So, and I'll do that for Halisare too.
Thank you.
And how are the two boys looking? Not that he wants me to heal him, but
Charred. Like this-
I'm not gonna force it on him. He's already shown his, yeah.
Cedric will hesitantly accept just because of the situation that they are in.
Good.
But know this any other time.
Oh, I already did it.
Okay. He's about to say no this any other time, but then you're healed. Magically healed.
And Theoben, how are you doing?
He's it's only minor damage now. He's mostly okay.
Okay.
Well, do we want to make camp here or put the pieces together?
I'd rather we put the pieces together.
Yeah, Theo's
I
gonna
want to get out of here.
Yeah, he's gonna say, I'd rather we not camp out in the creepy mystical place. If that's all the same to you.
Alright, but
It's fine.
it could be dangerous.
All
I think
this
it's-
day so far has been is dangerous. But look how we've done.
Yeah, I agree with he's forgetting Halisare's name. Country lady. This has been dangerous already.
You're right.
Get-
You're right. I pull out my little wedgie.
Okay.
Cedric will take out his piece as well.
Yes.
Yep. And pulling out his.
I think we have to connect it in order. So
Or do we?
Let our powers combine.
Call on the big robot.
Is Captain Planet gonna come out? Is the power ours?
I have the power.
she's just gonna hold hers out and wait for everyone to connect hers.
Yeah, Cedric will hold his
Hold
out.
mine out.
Yeah, he'll reach his out.
Ditto.
Yeah.
Okay. If all 5 of you take out each of individual pieces and you hold it in front of you, the pieces magically fuse together, forming the full disc that you see in the ground. Suddenly, there's a big rush of magic, and the ground changes from just being etched or inscribed in to the full color that you see below you, and the thing in the center matches it. When that happens, the center of the room, the very center square, rises up as the pillar, in a pillar, and it's sort of meets the object, and there is writing down the column.
Okay.
The only person I think can read the column is Kenna, because it's written in a variant.
Oh.
And as soon as the pillar rises, there is a sudden rush of energy that rushes through the 5 of you, and you sort of go into a trance-like state temporarily. Theoben, you feel one with nature, one with the soil, with the ground, with the plants, and everything else that comes from Mother Earth. Cedric, you feel the rushing force of wind as well as the power of lightning and thunder and lightning. Halaser, you feel the burning passion of flames within you and the power behind it. And Andrea, you feel the flow of water as well as the deep biting chill of cold. And then finally, with Kenna, you feel both darkness and light, which are both opposing and equal forces that must exist in order for there to be balance in the world. And all of these forces are rushing through you, and there's a big flash of light, and a portal appears in front of you. You can clearly see the crossroads on the other side of the portal.
Well, shall we?
We shall.
She's there.
Kenna, you still notice that the pillar has something written on it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. Can I read it really quick?
Yes. The writing on the column says Trials of the Penta'Viv. P-E-N-T-A apostrophe V-I-V. Roll a cunning, please. I just typed it in the chats how it's spelled. P-E-N-T-A-Viv. 15. All right. There's a couple things that you notice. One, we lost someone.
Oh,
We just lost Kenna.
It's lost
Oh, we just lost
Kenna.
Kenna. She was about to tell me what it is.
She's like, oh, I know what this is.
Fine sense of drama.
Exactly.
Oh man, drama llama.
Yeah.
No.
That's competition for you, right?
Such a cliffhanger.
Reading that is bad.
I know. You're like, I know what this is. Disappear. Poof.